Hello, Pastor Steve Farr here, Director of the Gwinnett Metro Baptist Network, and I'm so glad that you're viewing this video. I think you'll be blessed. I want to introduce to you Karen Whiteley, who serves with Mobile Accept. Karen, how are you doing today?
Wonderful, Steve. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so glad that you're with me, and we have a new partnership with Mobile Accept because we believe they have a great service that your church will be interested in. And to watch this video, there is no obligation. It's simply to learn more. I hope at the conclusion in about 12, 15 minutes that you'll want to know even more and you'll get in contact with Karen and learn more about how this can be a benefit to you. Karen, just start by a bottom line description of what service you offer to churches.
Sure, Steve. Well, to sum it up, more than a decade ago, Mobile Accept was developed by pastors over in Norway who saw the need to move to a cashless giving society and patented our text giving technology, which is so powerful in today's church environment. So along with text giving, we've added text messaging and communications to really nurture and secure the church family community.
Very good. Well, I know you're going to share a presentation, but let me just set this up with a couple of ways for our pastors. Pastors, you know that in 2020, when the pandemic came, that began to change a lot, but some things for the better. And one of those things is accessing multiple forms of giving for your members. And so most churches have more than one form now. And I do want to say it's important that you do that. In today's culture, people do expect that. It also generates and creates more resources for you. So this is very important that you consider that. And then on the text messaging side also to be aware, and I'm moving more and more to text messaging, and you probably see that as a pastor because the open rate on emails is less than 50%, while the open rate on text messages is like above 95%. And Karen might even have more direct statistics on that. That's anecdotal, but those numbers are fairly true. So it is a great resource to communicate with people. So Karen, take time to share with our pastors your presentation about how these services might benefit them and their leadership and their church.
Sure, Steve. Thank you so much. As we talked about a little bit, we focus on stewardship through our online app and text giving. And as you touched on as well, and with that targeted approach through text communication, just an example of some of the churches who trust Mobile Accept. And you touched on also the technology. 6 billion texts are sent every day. And we may be very aware of that because we're always on our phones. And as you also mentioned, we're reading those messages within 90 seconds. We get alerts. We have to know what's important, how quickly we need to respond. And of course, now we're also taking the majority of our photos with our phones, right? Because we've got them right there. So certainly text giving and messaging is relevant today. And with that, I'd like to show you a brief 1-minute video through Mobile Accept text giving. You're going to see how easy it is for the donor to give the very first time. They set up their payment information and they never have to do that again. You will then see that same donor receive a call for giving through a text message and how quick it is for them to give again. So I'm going to go ahead and play this 1-minute video, Steve.
Text giving takes less time than writing a check and is almost as fast as grabbing cash from your wallet. Oh, that's right. Who carries cash anymore? Each fund has a unique keyword associated with it, so you can track campaigns. In this example, Max Give is the general giving keyword. Dylan has never given before, so he scans a QR code or texts the keyword Max Give to a phone number. Next, Dylan is prompted to specify the amount. To complete his first-time donation, he taps on the link to create a profile. Most cell phone users have autofill enabled on their phone, so adding this information is quick and easy. Also, his credit card information is encrypted and tokenized, ensuring his information is safe. Once Dylan completes his donation, he instantly receives a text and email thank you receipt. Because Dylan has given once, he can easily give again. Dylan is busy and hardly reads his email. When he receives a text from his favorite charity, he gladly responds by replying with a donation. He appreciates becoming aware of the need and responds in seconds. Remember, if you can text, you can give and give again.
And for the pastors, anytime you would like to replay that demo, simply send the word demo to 28950. Now, so what does that all mean? Well, text giving through mobile accept channels is the preferred form of giving. Of course, as you mentioned also, Steve, you want to provide those opportunities for folks who prefer to give online or even by check. And by the way, mobile accept, when they set up their account, they can even set up their bank account number for direct ACH, tithes, which is great for tithes as well, or credit cards and check cards. But you'll see 68% of all giving is through text giving. So if you don't have text giving, you could be missing donations because folks will, at the moment they're inspired, not maybe have the opportunity to give. When they have their phones, they can simply give at the moment they're inspired rather than waiting till they get home and send a check and so forth. One of the other things that we're very proud of is our throughput. So even in spotty areas, we are pushing through donations at higher rates and regardless of the traffic. So you'll see that even during events, our giving is 2.3 times more because it's so simple to either scan a QR code or text the keyword for folks to give. So that ensures that you never lose a donation again. I would like to share also, because it is important that you do offer online giving, and we provide an online hosted donation page as well. We take care of the PCI compliance. That's not a concern for our churches or our pastors. One of the things that's really great about this is we're not going outside of your website. There is no redirect. So the donation stays right within your website and folks are returning right to your main page or wherever they are on the website. Now, the key to our technology is that there's no more usernames or passwords to remember. Folks simply put in their telephone number. They will receive a 4-digit PIN code, a one-use PIN code that will give them access to their account, their donation history. They can update their payment information. They can set up their recurring giving and their tithes. So the information matches their text giving and their online giving. So if they gave by text, they're going to see that information when they log in online and vice versa. Now, another key feature is cover the fees. So we will add a percentage. We have a little box that can be checked or unchecked. It's an option for our pastors if they would like to add a percentage to help offset the cost that the credit card companies and the banks charge for those transactions. So just a couple of other things that I wanted to share about our text messaging. So now we have captured the donor information. We've authenticated their telephone number. So now we can push out text messages and we can send pictures and videos, promote special events, announce closures, and of course, as you saw in the demo, send giving appeals. Now, for those folks who haven't donated, we simply provide a keyword like info, where they can text the keyword info or scan a QR code, and they automatically go into your database so you can reach out to them with further information and communications, which really helps secure those relationships. Now, for visitors to the church, we have an electronic connect card. Again, we verify the contact information, and it certainly eliminates the need to decipher what is written on the handwritten cards and gives you the opportunity to easily follow up and connect with those folks that you hope to become members of your church family. And also you can use these forms for volunteers as well, and even simply prayer requests. So with electronic communications, we also give you, for every keyword, and we say keyword, that's the active word that we, for example, giving could be give. When you text the keyword give, then that opens up the giving app. The same with the QR codes. They can simply scan the QR code, and that's going to open up either text to give, the online giving page even, The Connect forms, registration forms, and for those folks who just want to sign up to receive church information as well. So the software is housed within the client web portal, which gives the administrators and the pastors access to view the entire giving history, how those folks gave. Did they come in through social media or text giving or online giving? These reports are exportable through either Excel or PDF. And of course, you can even take donations right there on the mobile Axept web portal. And this is also where you're going to push out those text messages and view who came in on the Connect forms. Now, you can also send out text message blasts to certain groups, maybe the youth group or your elders, or to everyone who opted in or donated. So for support, we are very proud of our superior support in every way, 365 days a year, and that includes weekends and holidays. So your donors, either by using text help, can go through the interactive help site, or they can fill out a form and someone will reach back out to them within 2 hours, live US support. And the same for our clients. We know that the weekends are your busiest time. And what we like to say is that we make donors happy on Sunday and church administrators happy on Monday. And we also provide promotional templates and handouts and everything that you need for streaming, for social media, and even to roll out to your church community and let you know of the great products that you have through Mobile Axept. So it's your giving piece of the puzzle. Great for in-person giving, tithes, events, online streaming, integrates with donor management systems. I would love to have the opportunity to speak with the pastors about that. And of course, strengthening relationships and growing your church family. Finally, Steve, something I'm very excited about. For members of the Gwinnett Metro Baptist Association, we are offering a special discount, savings up to $480 per year on software. And for those who sign up and have account approval by the 4th of July, we're going to rebate 1 month of software fees. So we're excited about that opportunity.
That's great. When you get these services, Karen, is it one full package, or is it like a cafeteria where you can get the services that you prefer?
Thank you for that question, Steve. Yes, we have customizable packages at different levels based on the individual church needs.
Is it affordable for the smaller congregation? I know a lot of times we think of technology being used in a larger congregation, but is this applicable, usable, affordable for a smaller congregation?
Let me share with you that the text giving and the online giving, we give that to our clients. So there is no monthly software fee at that level. When we go into the text messaging and the Connect forms, as we add features, services, and benefits, and of course, sometimes that varies according to church size, all the way up to the enterprise level. Of course, we have mega churches that and small community churches. So based on their need in our conversation, we'll create a package specifically for them.
Are the fees a flat rate, or does it vary by church size or by usage, or how is it applied?
Depending on the different package levels, but of course, the credit card companies and the banks, we want to offset as much of that as possible with the cover the fees where we can. That is not available on the text giving because we want to keep that fast and easy to use. But we do have a bundled rate. So if there's no donation, for example, for the month, then there is nothing to turn over to the credit card companies. So there would be no invoice for that month. But it is a bundled rate. We take care of all of the PCI compliance fees. We take care of, there are no statement fees, annual fees, there's none of those junk fees that you would see in a typical merchant environment.
Pastors, one thing I like to say to my staff, my wife, whoever, when I have a need, I always say it's free to get an estimate. It doesn't cost you anything. And the same thing is true here. If you interact with Karen, there's no obligation or to learn more. But I think if you do learn more, you will be even more interested. And so she can share with you the cost based on your needs and your church. And I would strongly encourage you to make that contact. Again, don't think your church is too small, because again, culturally we're moving this way, technologically moving this way, and you want all resources to bear when it comes to both receiving gifts, but also communicating with your church members. So Karen, what would be the next step for a pastor who wants to know more? What should they do?
You'll see my contact information here, Steve. Either call, email, and if you text the word Karen to 28950, that's going to bring up a connect form. And once you fill that out, I'll be alerted to that and I will reach back out to you.
And also, pastors, get in contact with me if you miss that or lose that. Of course, you can copy it now or whatever, but I'll be glad to forward that information to you. But anyway, pastors, again, great resources. We love to get those into your hands. Hope you'll check it out more. Karen, any final words before we wrap it up here?
I think it's a terrific opportunity that you're providing and bringing these to the members of the association. So we thank you for the opportunity as well, too, Steve.
You bet, pastors. You know, I like to provide great benefits for you and find great resources, and this is one of those opportunities. So I appreciate you taking time to watch this. As always, if I could serve you anyway, please let me know. Thank you for your ministry, your leadership, and God bless. Karen, thank you so much for being with us. And pastors, I hope to see you again very soon. Have a blessed week.
Thank you.